There we go. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna be making a video talking about the different kinds of Vanish. And I'm gonna also talk about my style and how it's different. It's called KAME House. First off, I just want to say that I've won the November War. As far as the Legends All-Stars, the Legends are superior to the All-Stars, and Phantom and Bennett have been beaten. Gutta and Zion have backed down, and so I'm declaring victory. If you don't agree with this, you know where to find me. Having said that, I'm not going to talk about that anymore the entire video. I'm just going to explain the different types of Vanish styles. There's been a lot of talk about Vanish being cheap or repeating. I'm going to explain why it's not, and I'm going to also explain some of the legitimacy of it. So let's talk about the first Vanish attack that everybody's familiar with. Everybody talks about XBA Vanish. It just looks like this. And that's the XBA Vanish. The XBA Vanish is attributed to players like maybe Danger or some of the PS3 players. However, that Vanish style is far inferior to the KAME House. The KAME House Vanish style looks a little something like this. As you can see, the KAME House is a mix of many different Vanish types. I don't know if you caught it. I'll do another KAME House. We can do all kinds of smashes. So let me just show you the base Vanish of the KAME House. From this position, I can reach any smash attack. So we'll do a smash 2, and then we'll do a smash 3. Do a smash 4, and then we'll do a smash 1. This style of Vanish attack is called KAME House. It's called KAME House because that's the name of Roshi's dojo. It's the KAME House is where he taught Goku and Krillin for the first time, and I thought that was fitting because that's where I taught a lot of students this Vanish style. Some of them have grown on to be known as some of the greatest players in the game, and I just thought it was fitting to name my Vanish school after the Roshi House. Having said that, I'll explain why it's legit. First off, if you're doing KAME House Vanish styles, it always ends in a smash, which is avoidable by snap or this. Basically, the difference between KAME House, if you notice, this is not KAME House. This is KAME House. And more specifically, I call this the tornado because it allows you to get around your opponent with speed, and it prevents rising. The KAME House can be countered, but it's hard to recognize when to use those counters if you don't know how to really implement the attacks yourself. So let me just show a basic KAME House combo. And that's a basic KAME House combo. I don't know if you noticed, but I used 4 different types of Vanishes. The first type being to the smash 3. That's vanishing a Y attack. The second being KAME House base style. That is KAME House base style. The third being this. This is similar to the XBA Vanish, but it is not XBA. In fact, you don't need to press B to Vanish attack at all. And you can see my controls. And as you heard, I made connections with all of those hits, so you know that I was landing the combos. If you fail to implement KAME House correctly, your attack will look something like this. For this reason, that you go with your back to the opponent, the KAME House style is legitimate. The reason being, in a high tier fight, if you end up doing an attack like this, you're dead. Especially if you're fighting against a character such as Teen Gohan, where they can combo you for days. The rewards of KAME House are kind of balanced by its risk. Risk being that you either miss or freeze. You can either freeze or you can miss your attack. So it takes a seasoned and skilled player to keep the KAME House going. Having said that, I would like to explore the differences between characters. Some characters Vanish attack differently than other characters. I'll demonstrate. Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan 1 form, Vanish is pretty straightforward, much similar to Goku. And then for KAME House. KAME House is a much faster style because it blends all three of the attacks I did prior to that in one. So let me do this again. This is one type of Vanish attack. This is another type. This is a third type. And then again with a fourth type. You will not be able to Vanish then do a super attack unless you do that properly. So KAME House mixes all four of those, but you really only need 3 for the KAME House. So I'll show you. Now when I go to Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, on the first X attack, he does 2 punches. 1, 2. 1, 2. On the second, does 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So his Vanish timing is a lot different than Goku's. For this reason, it's obvious to see that KAME House is different for every character that you choose. So it takes even further knowledge of the game to truly perfect it with all characters, which is what I've done. See the freeze? If you mess up, you're dead. And again, you always want to mix the KAME House with normal combos. I don't want to sit here. Of course, anyone can do this. That's a cheap reset. And I would not condone that. But if you're using Vanish resets in a manner like this, where I'm varying the smashes, each one is avoidable, each one is counterable, and again, you want to always switch between the two. For the last part of this video, I want to explore the differences between super attacks, because I'm going to make this video short. There was a lot of talk about the Wild Sense attack. The Wild Sense attack is not as strong as a lot of people believe. Once you activate Wild Sense, Goku goes to a Kai attack, which does about a little under 1,500 damage. Now, a normal super attack with the character does 5,735. If I was Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, for instance, that would be 8,000. So I would literally need to do 8 Wild Sense links to equal the power of this. And keep in mind, I'm fighting against Broly, whose defense is off the charts. So, not to mention, the very next attack is vanishable. At every next point is a vanishable point. So, it really is a legitimate attack, especially if you use it only once per health bar. If I sat there and did this, yeah, that'd be cheap. But doing this, only increases the combo. I mean, again, it only does 1,500 damage solely because of the ki. And a lot of the times, I don't even use all 6. So, then again, it's just not illegit. That's pretty much going to conclude this video. I'll just end it with some basic KAME house style. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.